The following program is sponsored by Your Credit Matters.
Hello, and thank you for listening to Your Credit Matters. I'm your host, Ronnie Lambeth, and in studio today with me, Michelle Olson. Michelle, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
You know, and today we're going to expose what the banks, the credit bureaus, the collection companies, what we think they don't want you to know about your finances, your checking account, the real estate market, and how it really is going down behind closed doors, and most importantly, your FICO credit scores. So with that being said, let's get into today's show. Michelle, how are you doing today?
Doing great. Love the sunny weather that we're having. I love winter here. Let me just add.
It's kind of like Colorado Springs with all the wind.
Oh, well, yeah.
The difference is it's not cold, bitter, cold wind.
And yeah, we can wear flip-flops still.
This is the Santa Ana winds that we're getting, I think is what they call them here in California.
I think so. I'm just happy that it's sunny.
Yeah, it's nice
and warm.
It's sunny and warm, and we're going to go sailing tomorrow, so that's going to be good. It'll be nice to go sailing. We're going to go whale watching. We went. What day did we go whale watching last week with your friends when I took the boat out?
It was New Year's Day because everybody was off.
So we saw one whale that was probably maybe 100 yards away from the boat. I think.
Yeah,
I don't think it was much further than that. Big whale. Our friends, though, they're seeing 10 to 15 whales a day.
I'm excited. I got the camera charged up and ready to go.
That'll be fun tomorrow to be out on the ocean in San Diego checking out the whales. So, if you listen to the show, right now is a great time to go out and whale watch, And I think, what we should do, Michelle? I think what I just thought of this. You know how I come up with some good ideas sometimes, and some of them aren't so good.
You want to tell it on the air now and live and in person tell you if it'll work or not?
What do you think about doing a contest, like a raffle contest that we have a sailing contest where people that sign up for our newsletter or they sign up, for the sailing, and we take 10 winners out sailing with us.
That's a great idea.
So we take 10 listeners out and go sailing. That'd be a lot of fun, wouldn't it?
It would, as long as, they're not like seasick and puking and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So I think I'll work on that over the next few weeks. I'll work on that. I'm pretty busy. Next weekend, we're doing a big seminar. So I'd like, if you guys want to know, if you're listening to the show and you want to know how to fix your credit after a short sale or bankruptcy or loan mod or judgment, you got to come to the seminar. It's Saturday, the 21st. At noon, I'll be speaking at 1 o'clock. It's a DoubleTree Hotel in Mission Valley. To RSVP, simply go to the website, badcreditisachoice.com. Badcreditisachoice.com. Our good friend Matt Battiata, Michelle's good friend in the real estate business, will be there as well. And we're going to talk a lot about how we can help people. And speaking of real estate markets, Michelle, what is going on in the real estate market today?
Well, do you want the good news or the bad news?
Let's have both of it.
Okay. Well, the good news is there was a decline from the past 2 years in foreclosures. So we were one of those 20 states that were in the top 20 with having the most foreclosures. And the good news is, according to Realty Track, that those numbers are declining.
Are the numbers really declining, or is it the banks are just not foreclosing because they have 8 million or they have 6 million homes already in inventory?
Don't spoil my next story. I think they are. A lot of it is they're backlogged, but the people that are having the delinquencies, it's taking longer for the banks to get to them. So that's probably the reason in the decline. But top 10 or top 20 areas nationwide, it's not just California. It's Las Vegas. There was only one state that had a rise, which was Atlanta, of all places.
Huh.
Hotlanta, as I've been told.
Hotlanta.
Hotlanta.
I've only been there to the airport. You've been there.
I stayed a week. It was very nice. Over 4th of July a few years ago.
It was it was record-breaking cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I kept saying. I love it here. You guys are crazy.
So what else is going on in the real estate market?
So the bad news is Realty Track also released their year-end report showing the total foreclosure filings. And of nearly 1.9 million properties throughout the U.S., 804,000 homes are now bank-owned inventory. So that shadow inventory that you said 600,000, it's really 800,000.
Yeah, what I meant by that was there's 6.5 million homes that are currently more than 30 days late.
Right. That's total that are in some form of delinquency. We talked about that.
So there's 800,000 that are now bank owned
that have already gone through the foreclosure process.
I know that's up because it was 500,000.
Right.
So it's up 300,000. So the banks are doing something.
A couple months ago, we talked about the inventory, the shadow inventory is what we call it, because the banks aren't listing it yet. But these are all the homes that they have in their inventory that they've already foreclosed on, that they're waiting to, so they don't flood the market. It's now up. It was like around 600,000. Now it's up to 800,000.
I recently read a study that said if they miss the mortgage payment by 30 days, there's a 25% chance. So a 25% chance that they'll actually catch back up.
Right.
And they'll go through it. Bleak. And then if they miss it by 60 days, there's like a 7% chance that they'll catch back up. And if they go 90 days late, there's a 0% chance they will actually ever catch up or do a loan mod. So I'm thinking out of that 6 million, there's probably 5 million or more that will never catch up. They'll do short sales or foreclosure. So I don't think our real estate market is going to turn around anytime soon. Oh yeah, that was just the good news that filings were down. So it's not relatively good, but that was a little better story than having the bleak numbers of stuff. That's right. So if you want to talk to Michelle about buying a home or selling a home, why don't you give them your number, Michelle? It's 619-356-3222. Again, it's 619-356-3222. Or you can always get in touch with her at our direct line at 888-900-3678. That's 888-900-3678. Or simply go to the website, badcreditisAchoice.com. That's badcreditisAchoice.com. When we come back, Michelle is going to share with us why it's a good time to buy a home in the San Diego market.
Are you struck with fear every time the phone rings? Harassing calls from collection agencies and credit card companies? Your balance is skyrocketing and you're barely paying the minimums each month. Maybe you bought your home at the top of the market and lost your job last year. You've always had good credit. But now, Doan Law Firm understands, and they'll walk you through your valley. Did you know you can get those harassing phone calls stopped immediately and get medical bills, credit cards, and unsecured debt completely eliminated? Doan has over 30,000 satisfied clients and operates on traditional Judeo-Christian values. Call 619-333-0111. If you're upside down with a second mortgage, Doan may be able to have your second eliminated. Call 619-333-0111. That's 619-333-0111. 619-333-0111. Or online at creditroadmap.com. Sleep peacefully tonight in your own home with the Doan difference. Doan Law Firm is a federally designated debt relief agency.
Hi, this is Rondi, host of Your Credit Matters. Did you know that nearly 75 million Americans have mistakes on their credit report? And according to recent studies, these mistakes could be costing you thousands of dollars each and every year. Can you really afford to throw away thousands of dollars each year? If you're sick and tired of having poor credit due to inaccuracies, you owe it to yourself to get your credit fixed today. Now, I've helped thousands of people, many of them just like you, improve their credit by getting thousands of inaccurate, erroneous, obsolete items like a bankruptcy, foreclosure, short sales, judgments, late pays, collections removed permanently and legally from their credit report. Now, I'm hosting a seminar on January 21st at noon at the DoubleTree Hotel. The event is free, but you must RSVP to reserve your space, as space is limited. So to RSVP for the free event, please go to badcreditisAchoice.com and click on the seminar button and put in your information, and I'll send you all of the details that you need to make sure that finally, in 2012, you can finally have the life you've always wanted to live, and you can finally have the credit score that you actually deserve. Again, to RSVP, simply go to my website, badcreditisAchoice.com. Again, that's one more time, badcreditisAchoice.com. Simply click on the button right above the video that says seminar. Fill in your information. I'll email you your ticket, the confirmation, the address, the map, and all of the information you're going to need to attend the seminar. If you don't have access to a computer, that's okay. Give me a call, 888-900-3678. 3678. Again, that's 888-900-3678. When you call in, simply tell my receptionist your name and your phone number, and I'll call you back and get you the details of the event. I look forward to meeting you there. In the meantime, have a great day. And oh, by the way, make sure you tune in to listen to my show tonight right here on K-Praise at 6:30 p.m. Hello, and thank you for listening to Your Credit Matters. I'm your host, Ronnie Lambeth, certified FICO credit professional. In the studio today, I have with me Michelle Olson, also a certified FICO credit professional and paralegal, and licensed California salesperson, real estate salesperson. So thanks, Michelle, coming in. We are exposing what the banks, the credit bureaus, the collection companies, what they don't want you to know about your credit, what they don't want you to know about the finances, and what really goes on behind closed doors at these banks regarding real estate. So we have Michelle on today. We're talking about real estate and credit. Thanks again, Michelle, for coming in.
You bet.
Absolutely beautiful today, again, here in San Diego.
Loving it.
You know, it's funny. I was watching Fox 5 News this morning with Chrissy and Shali and Raul. And basically, Chrissy was rubbing it in to the rest of the nation about how great the weather was here. And they do that every morning. It's like they rub it in.
They did. They particularly picked on Colorado the other day, and I had to laugh. I think I posted it to Facebook to all our Colorado friends. I'm like, haha, even our newscasters make fun of you guys because you have such crappy weather.
So great place to live. We love it here. We're going to go sailing tomorrow. So we'll let you know on Monday if we see any whales. I think we're probably going to see probably a dozen or so whales. You know, you weren't with me last time I went with Mike, that we ran into like 1,000 dolphins.
Wow. On
the way towards Mexico. And we hung out with them for almost an hour.
The last time we did that was when we took our neighbors out, the Queeners out.
When we went to Mexico down to the Coronado Islands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that, just right outside of Point Loma.
Cool.
So it was pretty cool. So, you know, we love sailing here. But let's get back to real estate. I know, Michelle, you are doing a lot in the market right now.
Trying to kick it up.
Yep. Thanks for updating us on what's going on in the market with now 804,000 foreclosures nationwide, 6.5 million in default. What do we have going on for real estate here in San Diego?
Well, you know, now is a great time to buy. So we have, you know, just after the new year, as you call it, the holiday hangover has ended.
The holiday hangover has ended.
And the new year has slammed us with, you know, tons of people trying to get their credit fixed as quickly as possible so they could go out and buy their dream home, get back into home ownership. And, you know, now's a great time to buy. Interest rates are going to stay low, you know, until probably towards the end of the year when we have presidential elections coming up. And you know how it always fluctuates a little around election time, and it goes up once the new president comes in, and then hopefully it'll go back down again. But if you can afford to buy now in San Diego and you're really considering it and you don't have credit issues, or you do have credit issues that you need to get fixed, now is an absolute awesome time to buy.
What's your number for them to get a hold of you, your direct line?
Oh, yeah, the number again, 619-356-3222, 619-356-3222.
Or you can always call our direct line at Fortress Credit Pros, 888-900-3678. That's 888-900-3678. That line is dedicated for our listeners and for people that have credit issues or credit questions or real estate questions. Again, it's 888-900-3678, or simply go to the website badcreditisAchoice.com. Again, that's badcreditisAchoice.com. You know, Michelle, and you're absolutely right with the affordability right now to purchase a home. And that's why you and I are looking. Every day we're looking for a home. But the affordability is just outrageously cheap. I mean, interest rates are down in the 4%, sometimes 3%. After your write-off, it's down into like 2%. Right. So you're getting a mortgage at essentially 2% interest.
And luckily, we have the advantage of working from home. But, you know, there's still areas in San Diego, depending on where you have to drive to and that kind of stuff. But there's affordability all over San Diego, and it just depends on what you want and where you need to be. There's a lot of really great deals in some good areas. You
know, and when after the next break, I'm going to have you share with one of the great deals that you found in Chula Vista. But, you know, I was looking yesterday, and if you wanted to buy a condo and live downtown, these condos were selling at $1.5 million, $2 million, and now they can't give them away. They're selling for like $300,000.
Right. And the only bad part, I think we looked at the HOA fees or their maintenance fees per month.
The HOA fees are pretty high.
We're going to end up being higher than your house payment.
Yeah, they would end up being higher than your house payment. But again, if you're looking for that type of environment,
right,
there are deals out there. I mean, some of the deals that we're seeing in North County, these homes were listed at $2.3 million, just a few years ago. You can pick them up now for under $600,000. That market, that's not going to go any lower. That's pretty much bottomed out. And even if it dropped 50 grand, your interest rates are going to be higher next year.
Yeah.
So now's a great time to purchase.
I don't necessarily agree with you. I think I'm still holding out for that dream house that we saw on 5 acres in.
Yeah, I think so. That's we found a house in Vista.
Escondido?
Yeah, Escondido / Vista right on the border.
East Vista, I guess.
5 acres. And it was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I like the house.
We're not going to tell anybody the address because we won't.
No, that's right. We're not going to tell. But when we come back, Michelle's going to share an address in a house that she's getting ready to list tomorrow that will be a steal. It's going to be a really good deal. And so stick around for that. You're listening to Your Credit Matters. I'm your host, Rondy Lambeth, bringing to you every day what I think the banks don't want you to know about your credit, your finances, the real estate market. Yes, the banks have 800,000 foreclosures. And yes, they have 6 million homes in default. But guess what? They have record-breaking profits because all of those homes are insured by the U.S. taxpayer. So it's not like the banks are going to go away and just going to wholesale the houses, but you can get extremely good deals right now. So you got to get a hold of Michelle or I. It's 888-900-3678. Ask for Michelle if you got a real estate question. Ask for me if you have a credit question. Again, that's 888-900-3678, 888-900-3678, or simply go to the website, badcreditisAchoice.com. Again, that's badcreditisAchoice.com. Hi, this is Rondy, host of Your Credit Matters. Did you know that nearly 75 million Americans have mistakes on their credit report? And according to recent studies, these mistakes could be costing you thousands of dollars each and every year. Can you really afford to throw away thousands of dollars each year? If you're sick and tired of having poor credit due to inaccuracies, you owe it to yourself to get your credit fixed today. Now, I've helped thousands of people, many of them just like you, improve their credit by getting thousands of inaccurate, erroneous, obsolete items like a bankruptcy, foreclosure, short sales, judgments, late pays, collections removed permanently and legally from their credit report. Now, I'm hosting a seminar on January 21st at noon at the DoubleTree Hotel. The event is free, but you must RSVP to reserve your space, as space is limited. So to RSVP for the free event, please go to badcreditisAchoice.com and click on the seminar button and put in your information, and I'll send you all of the details that you need to make sure that finally, in 2012, you can finally have the life you've always wanted to live, and you can finally have the credit score that you actually deserve. Again, to RSVP, simply go to my website, badcreditisAchoice.com. Again, that's one more time, badcreditisAchoice.com. Simply click on the button right above the video that says seminar. Fill in your information. I'll email you your ticket, the confirmation, the address, the map, and all of the information you're going to need to attend the seminar. If you don't have access to a computer, that's okay. Give me a call, 888-900-3678. Again, that's 888-900-3678. When you call in, simply tell my receptionist your name and your phone number, and I'll call you back and get you the details of the event. I look forward to meeting you there. In the meantime, have a great day. And oh, by the way, make sure you tune in to listen to my show tonight right here on K-Praise at 6:30 p.m. Hello, and thank you for listening to Your Credit Matters. I'm your host, Rondy Lambeth. In studio today, I have with me Michelle Olson. Michelle, thanks for coming in.
You bet.
Michelle is a certified FICO credit professional and a California state licensed real estate salesperson.
Good job.
She's been doing real estate now for over 12 years. We both did real estate in Colorado, but she's actually expanding into San Diego now. She's my partner with the credit business, the radio show, and now the real estate business. So one call takes care of it all.
Yay, I like that.
That number, by the way, is 888-900-3678. That's 888-900-3678. 3678. Again, that's 888-900-3678, or simply go to my website, badcreditisachoice.com. That's badcreditisachoice.com. So, Michelle, I know you have a new listing, a steal of a deal in Chula Vista, so share the details.
You bet. Have a new listing coming up, short sale, going to get short sale qualified. It is in the Sunbow neighborhood. People in Chula Vista know where
That's
that
Sunbow neighborhood?
Sunbow, yep. Okay. It's a really big, newer development. Very popular in Chula Vista for newer housing. Large 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car garage, I think.
So 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car garage in Sunbow. How much? Or how many square feet?
Put me on the spot. I didn't look up that fact before I came in.
Okay.
You got the listeners got to call in if they're really interested. They got to call in. I'll get it to them.
It's a pretty good sized house, though. It's not like a 1,500 square foot. No. It's like a 3,000, 3,500 square feet.
Yeah, it's a 2-story, 4-bedroom. Really nice. Lots of upgrades. I saw the initial pictures. I'm going to take new pictures tomorrow. So get that taken care of and get it up in the MLS ASAP and going to be listed.
What are we going to list it for?
Probably just below $350,000.
Under $350,000?
Yep. Comps in there are saying $360,000 to $390,000 and taking quite a bit. But this one's going to be a short sale. We got to get rid of it.
So you got motivated sellers. They're ready to get rid of the house. So they're going to list it for what, 10% below market value?
Yep. So around $345,000, $348,000.
Yeah, this one's not going to last very long. I did the math on that. That's a $1,600 a month house payment.
Yay.
With no money down.
With no money down and 4% interest.
Yeah, that's $1,600. That's half of what we pay in rent.
Yeah.
In a bigger house. So I got to tell you, if you're looking for a home in Chula Vista, it's not going to get any cheaper than that. I mean, there's no way that it can get. You can't even build a house for that much money.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah.
So, and I think they owe.
They owe a lot.
One time they owed much more than that. And a lot of those homes in that area were selling for $700,000 to $750,000, and now you get it for $350,000. That's a 50% off sale. That's like a buy one get one free sale.
Sure, I'd like to have a free house.
Yeah. So if you're interested in looking at the home or talking to Michelle about real estate or that home or somewhere else, Michelle's helping another one of our listeners Sunday get a home in Oceanside. So you're pretty much get around a lot. Chula Vista to Oceanside to
we got
Escondido,
one in Poway still.
Poway.
Yep.
So she is the real estate person for you. Her number is 888-900-3678. Again, that's 888-900-3678. Or simply go to the website, badcreditisachoice.com. That's badcreditisachoice.com. Michelle, was there anything else you wanted to go over with that? Because all this week I've been going over a credit report for one of their listeners, and I needed to kind of finish that up.
Oh, you know what? They actually did have some issues with their credit. So the late payments are going to report on their credit report. They have 2 mortgages on that house that, they're going to be required to miss. Well, maybe not. I think they have not missed a payment yet, but their banks may tell them that garbage.
And here's the great thing with listing the home for sale with you is most of the time we get the banks to pay for the credit repair. So we get the banks to actually pay us
to clean up their mess.
The client's mess up. And there's about an 80% chance that that's going to happen. So if you list with Michelle, not only do you get a professional real estate agent, but you also get someone that's going to help you get your credit fixed, and it's not going to cost you anything. So if you're looking at that type of situation and you're looking down the barrel of that gun, the short sale gun, or you want to avoid the foreclosure at all costs. Absolutely. Simply give us a call. Again, the number is 888-900-3678. That's 888-900-3678. Doesn't look like I'm going to have much time to go into Jack's credit report today. But, I just went to page 3. I think the last 2 days I made it to page 2. And on page 3, he's got more issues just like before. For example, Chase Bank, he opened the account in January of 05, closed it in January of 08. That's exactly 36 months. How many months are they reporting it? 44. Where'd they come up with the other 8 months? I don't know. And because of that mistake, we can legally and permanently get it removed from the credit report, regardless if he owed the money. So it's not whether or not you went through the short sale or the foreclosure, you filed bankruptcy or have collections. That's not what we look at. We're looking for mistakes in the way it's being reported on the credit report. And because of that mistake, we get rid of this credit report that was a $72,000 credit limit. I mean, it was a big credit card. The other Chase was $98,000. Again, opened in August of 05, closed in January of 08, and they continued to report it after it was closed. You know, it was closed in January. Closed in January. Look at this, Michelle. They reported it in February, March, April, May, June, and July. They report, that's what, 6 months?
Is that Jack's new credit report? We've been working on him
this is Jack's old credit report.
The original one? Oh, okay.
This is the original one, but they reported it 6 or 7 months after it was closed and paid off. So these are the type of mistakes that you need to look for when you dispute. So if you have credit issues, feel free to give me a call. I'd be happy to audit your credit file. So will Michelle. Our number is 888-900-3678. Again, it's 888-900-3678, or simply go to the website, badcreditisAchoice.com. Again, it's badcreditisAchoice.com. Thanks, Michelle, for coming in today. I appreciate your expertise.
You bet.
And as always, this is your host, Rondy Lambeth, and you're listening to Your Credit Matters, heard right here on K-Praise, every Monday through Friday at 6:30 p.m., Saturday mornings at 10 a.m., where I bring you the truth each and every day, and it's the truth that's going to set you free. Hi, this is Rondy, certified FICO credit professional. Did you know that 100%, you heard me, 100% of all credit reports are inaccurate? And based on those inaccuracies, the banks and the credit bureaus can make billions of dollars off of you, the American people. See, the more mistakes on a credit report, the more they can make. Do you think it's fair that while the banks are getting richer, you're getting poorer? While the banks are flying around in their fancy jets, you're barely scraping by. If you'd like to put a stop to what I call theft, give me a call. My number is 619-333-0111. Or you can go to the website, creditroadmap.com, and sign up to be on my newsletter and sign up for my free book on how you can fix your own credit. You'll be glad you did.
The preceding program was sponsored by Your Credit Matters.